Итак, дамы и господа, у нас второе апреля, интернета до сих пор нет. Вот. Продолжаем Хогвартс. Скучненькую такую игру. Честно. И не понимаю, для кого она сделана. Для фанатов не. Ну, да проходить ее надо. Ну, когда дадут уже, конечно, Авада Кедавра. И можно уже будет, потому что с Империей вот что вообще там не сильно оно там улучшилось. Там, по-моему, метлу улучшил, да, после. Да. Так, а я храню одно на... Талант необходимо уметь использовать Авада Кедавра. Ну, тут мне нечего прокачивать, я могу сказать, что... Тут особо нечего качать. А давай теперь по заданиям. Ага. Я думаю, я вот это поставлю. И давай сразу по карте. Ох, ни хрена себе. Ну, давай ближайший вот здесь. Да, далеко она забралась. Давай метлу.
I should investigate. Revelio.
Так, мне надо эти. Мысли. А чё за хуйня, блядь? Тут надо проходить. Получается.
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what... Don't listen.
Давай я сюда поставлю. Сука, лянь, что творит, блядь.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Так, а что-то он не хотит, блядь. Так, все сохранилось, все отлично.
Revelio!
Someone's...
Imperio! Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
Так, хорошо.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, not much.
Expelliarmus!
Lucky if I finished.
Imperio! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Crucible!
Мучайся, тварь.
Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
Imperio!
Так, отлично. Давай тебя вот так.
Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Banrock has fooled you all, to your demise. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Так, теперь мне надо что? Мне надо Так. Угу. Что еще? Так, ну эти два разговора я тоже сделаю, но... Я хочу сначала пройти в этот... Через горы эти и...
Expelliarmus.
You've been paying attention in defense against the dark house.
Опа!
Expelliarmus. Protego. Bombarda.
Is that it?
А теперь сдохнешь. Так. Да, мне показывают. Вот. Отлично. По карте что-то. Ага. Давай сюда. Так, что там? Далее. Двадцать 27. Ну, в принципе, можно его будет потом, да, одеть. Какого-то модного, что ли, замочил?
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Тихо, тихо, тихо. Пиздиться с ними особо смысла нет, блин. Вот эти точки, конечно, есть смысл. Ну, карта, в принципе, большая. Блять, без интернета все это реально печально, блядь. Ты еще что за хер? А, ну он там следы темной магии. Не хочу. Она неинтересна.
Revelio. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
You've made a mistake.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Так, порталы открываются. Ну, давай сюда.
This looks intriguing.
Ну, палитра все равно красок, конечно, такая. Бледненькая. Да, игра про сказку, должно все быть как в сказке, блин. Ну, по идее.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
А это еще.
Revelio.
Слушай, далеко эти.
Come figure out.
У нас там поближе не могла, блядь, найти место.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything...
I'm over here.
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
А, уже
We'll
принес.
soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose.
That wasn't too difficult.
Ну, отлично. Тихо. Да, длинная трасса, бля.
This is going well. Brilliant.
А, блядь, чё ты... Пиздец.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself.
Есть, отлично.
Made it.
Да, опускаемся.
Brilliant.
Ну, нормально.
That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, it's the holy-head harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen,
Блядь, сколько она долго они
you might
пиздят.
as well pot me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You
Я
could
же надеюсь,
say
больше
that.
всего с ним не
My
надо будет
grandfather
летать.
played Quidditch for Puddlemere United. And my father, well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And me, I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom. I've not been able to stop since.
Так, ладно.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. You're an asset to our house. You take care of yourself.
Так, ну давай теперь с Поппи. Да. Ну давай, наверное, сюда. Наверное, так будет быстрее, да? Ну, по идее, может, с кентаврами, кстати, что-то добавить там. Переснее тоже.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets.
Я вообще им не хочу
Perhaps
помогать,
they'll be
блин.
able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I hope they can tell we're sincere, but Poppy, centaurs are just centaurs. They can't read your mind any better than I could.
Perhaps you're right. It's just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly.
Начала говорить, говори.
We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's
Я
after
это не
something
хотел
I found at
рассказывать.
Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
Вот тебе и кентавры, блядь. Подожди, а что так все просило, блядь?
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Как они делают новых кентавров?
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in
И
the
он-то прям
forest.
так, блядь, доверился, блядь.
I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Да, может, он бы и отвез бы, блядь. Их там.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
Ну, в принципе, загадками понятно, что раздражает, но
I
я
don't
думаю,
know,
что он же
but I am inclined to believe him.
хотел бы убить,
What
бы
with his
убил
being
бы,
a centaur and all.
или не
I
мешал
do.
бы тем бы
It
убить.
is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
Это
I'll
все?
let you know what I find.
Так, ясно. Стой, подожди, давай тогда.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
How's my favourite test flyer?
Так, а что тебе продать там, блядь?
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
What will you do after the final upgrade is complete?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself, just for the thrill of it. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades, proved the naysayers wrong, made all the hard work worth it.
Ладно.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Так, ну немножко прокачалось. Давай теперь вот это.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Ну, давай будем ее ждать.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Ну, готов, что не готов.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Так, где их искать?
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, He works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
May I ask you about Mr. Bickle's friends?
Of course.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. Meet...
Так, ну давай, туда и туда. Сначала сюда. Почему так прогружается?
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts.
Она
My husband
охранник,
is a
ничего себе.
curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Так. Ну, о чем
Are
записка?
you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he
Да,
hasn't.
короче, блядь, успокойся, тетя.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Такс.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Так, ну давай сюда.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Так, понятно.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. you can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking,
Revelio.
as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Она там бухая уже, наверное. Старые люди запуганы, зато эти, блядь, как... гардемарин, сука.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Historically speaking, there's never been.
Revelio, sir. My plan is to have enough galleons one day.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Так, ну кабаня голова, и чё? Вот сюда проход, уж вроде глянул.
Revelio.
Ну, вон ее палка лежит, блядь.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Ну вот так получается, да?
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
The tales of Beetle the Bard.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Угу. Блять. Угу. Всем.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Письмо и книгу, хорошо.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Using
Revelio.
Harlow says her friend has been reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me
Expelliarmus!
You little coward!
Can't hold out forever.
Imperial!
back for more.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
А сдохнешь ты, блядь, или нет?
Revelio!
Так.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
А кого еще дурные стишки надо, блядь, да?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Ага, понятно. Здесь просто можно было прятаться.
Who's there?
Блядь, сука.
Revelio. Stupid one.
А, что?
Revelio.
Да нет, я хочу книгу найти. Так.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Ну давай уже тут денежки пособираю. Здесь нападение. Ну бы и нет. Угу. Давай, в принципе, а чё бы и нет. Как кого уничтожить-то? А никак. Может, они наоборот как доказательство будут. А что там по времени? Сейчас.
Somewhere. Revelio.
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Ах, ссылка.
Aloha Mora.
Ну. Отлично. Ну и хули от нее толку от этой палочки.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Давай я отойду.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Ну. Так а что готовится-то, блядь? Если уже их перепиздили. Так.
Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Так, это констебль.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Вы делаете, блядь, если вы нихуя не делаете, блядь. О.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Так, а этим отдать их не эти.
If it thinks it's got half a chance, a werewolf would be on you like...
Давай мы сейчас это-то... Что-то здесь продадим.
Revelio. Mine now, demigod.
Да ёб твою мать.
Revelio.
Так, ну это же должна была отправить сову. Так, давай-ка по заданиям я к этому зайду. Ну, пусть он заодно и купит. Этого говна. Нихуя себе у тебя цены. Да. Так, погоди-ка. Я, наверное, сейчас в комнатку в эту. Угу, так, подожди. Ух. Так, можно как бы без. Ну, в принципе, пусть будет. Или давай без, наверное. Ну что тогда получается сюда? Так, больше ж нет никаких точно заданий.
Welcome back.
Я думаю, что на этом, в принципе, можно закончить, чтобы потом начинать уже. Начало я ничего не пропустил. Так что, господа, пока, адьос.